everything. It's Monday, April 27th. Wow. This month has flown by and dragged on, right? At the same time. So I'm really excited to share meditation with you today. I was talking to my 16-year-old niece last night, and she was telling me that she has some anxiety. And I was asking her about meditation, and she said, yes, I meditate. I said, oh, really? Great. Tell me about your meditation. She goes, well, sometimes meditation isn't good for me, isn't a good place for me. And I asked her why, and she said, because she's alone with her thoughts. And that's what, causes her anxiety. And so it started this conversation with her about the intention of meditation. And I said, well, that's exactly the purpose of meditation. The exact purpose is that we observe our thoughts without judgment and opinion. And it brought up a metaphor and an analogy that Michael Beckwith uses so beautifully regarding the ocean and the content of the ocean. So the ocean is like our consciousness. We are a sea of consciousness, a sea of awareness, pure being. And our thoughts are like the content of the ocean. The seaweed, the fish poop, the shipwrecks, all the stuff into the plastic. That's not the ocean. That's in the ocean, but it's not the ocean. Our thoughts are in our awareness, but they're not our awareness. We're not our thoughts. And so in this way, we begin to gain the ability to distance ourselves a little bit from our thoughts. So today's meditation, in the last weeks we've been doing guided meditations and lots of focus on different chakras. Today's meditation is going to be a very simple, traditional meditation of just focusing on our breath and being aware of our thoughts. And here's the deal. Our thoughts are going to come up. Something's going to come up. As a matter of fact, our body and our mind are so connected that sometimes a thought comes up. I've been sitting in meditation before, and the thought of what I have to do in the day starts running through my mind, and I literally, without even being aware of it, get up. Like just get up off the mat. Like I'm going to go start working. Right? That's a fusion of the mind and body to such a great degree that there's no distinction, no separation, no distance, no spaciousness between my thinking and my doing and my being. So our intention around meditation is to distinguish that our thoughts are not, we are not our thoughts. And any thought of anxiety, of stress, of what's coming, of what we're worried about, what we're afraid of, any of those thoughts that come up during this short period, all we're going to do is metaphorically put them in a jar and place them on the shelf. We can go back to them. We don't have to ignore them. We're not denying them. We're not getting caught by them. We're just, oh, there's that thought. All right, I can put that up on the shelf. I'll come back to it when I need. Right now, all I'm doing is coming back to my breath. That's all you have to do. And in doing that, we begin to extricate ourselves from being so fused with our thinking that it produces anxiety in our bodies. With just a little bit of separation, a little bit of space between our thoughts and us, we begin to see that we're really not our thoughts. We're really not the content of our mind. We have thoughts, but we're not our thoughts. So that's the intention of this meditation. Very simple, very elegant. We'll just begin with the basics and move into a state of a lot of silence. I might step in for a few minutes and say something like, where are your thoughts? Where is your attention? Where is your awareness? Something along those lines. just to bring you back to the breath. And that's the whole intention. We'll do probably about 10 minutes of just pure contemplative meditation. All right, are you ready? Let's do this. You can do this. And when those thoughts of like, I can't do this, I have too many thoughts in my mind, I have monkey mind. Let me remind you, there's no such thing as a bad meditation. There is no such thing as a bad meditation. So even if your mind is going crazy, you cannot quiet your mind the entire time you sat. And that is remarkable. And that will make a difference, little by little. How do we eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? One breath at a time. How do we sit? One breath at a time. So, when those thoughts come, just acknowledge them. That's a thought. And you can tell you have dominion over your body. You have dominion over your mind. So you can say, nope, I'm not getting up right now. I'm going to sit. We'll do that later. Right now, we're sitting. Nope, not going to be distracted. Right now, I'm focusing on my breath. You just have that kind of self-talk. No, we can sleep later. We get tired, we'll sleep later. Right now, I'm meditating. Right now, we're going to do this. We're going to devote 10 minutes to this right now. What do you say? Let's do it. Okay. So, let's get our posture set, feet on the floor or sitting in a half lotus. Or those of you fabulous yogis out there, full lotus. And our hands are in the upright position with our forefinger and thumb meeting. Our back is erect, but not rigid. So now our posture, we've set our position. Now we're going to set our intention. Our intention is to be present to the now moment, to be fully present to this now moment. That's our intention. And our attention is placed on our breath. So just begin to notice your breath. Take a deep cleansing breath with me. Hold it. And exhale. Take another deep breath in and hold it at the apex. And release. One more time. Take a breath in and hold it. All the way down to your abdomen. And release. Just become aware of your breath, the rise and fall of your abdomen. If you have any thoughts that distract you, or bodily sensations, simply return to the breath. Breathing in, I am filled with peace. Breathing out, I reveal love. Breathing in, I am filled with peace. Breathing out, I reveal more love. Any noises in the room, just take us deeper. Any distractions are just a sign, a call to go deeper. In and out. Where is your attention? Come back to the breath. There's nothing wrong. It's okay if your mind is distracted. We just come back to the breath. Breathing in, I find more space within. Breathing out, I reveal more love. Where is your attention? Come back. Come back to the breath gently. You're doing great. Come back to the breath, back to this now moment. Where is your attention? I'm going to invite you to stay in this state, and I'd like to offer a brief reading before we close the meditation. So keep your eyes closed, continue to breathe. This is the reading from Ernest Holmes for today, 27th of April. It begins with a quote from the Bible. "If the Son, therefore, shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed." John chapter 8, verse 36. The everlasting now is my freedom in God. This is so perfect for our meditation. I am bound neither by false tradition nor human heritage. I have come from the one source, God. I accept this gift, my own free will, and make the most of it. I refuse to resign. I refuse to be resigned to any limitation of life. What a beautiful affirmation. I refuse to be resigned to any limitation of life. I refuse to be tied to man-made ideas of God. I open my mind to its own goodness and my heart to its own steadfastness. I am only of God, perfect substance, perfect form, and perfect life. I am guided correctly. There's another great affirmation. I am guided correctly. I am lovingly inspired by love itself. If my will to be well or happy has been limited by timidity or laziness, I now resolve to get out of all emotional ruts. Yes, today I achieve God's idea of me. Joy and well-being can be the only outcome, for God's work cannot be burdensome. Nothing can stand in the way of my liberty. Nothing can stand in the way of my liberty. I now realize that I am spiritually entitled to success, affluence, and a happy disposition. I am free in my life, free in my work, free in my world, and free in my body. I am free to express God's love for me and to grow in God's consciousness. God within me, as me, is all-powerful, all good, and all there is. So just briefly, I'm so grateful to be in this delicious space of meditation with you today, to share this reading from a transcendent master, Ernest Holmes. Grateful for the realization that I am free from limitation. Grateful for the realization that there is only one source, one God, one life, one mind, one heart, one beauty. It is forever revealing itself as freedom, as liberation, as expansion, as joy, as perfection, as abundance and wholeness. And it is revealing itself as me. It's revealing itself as you, as each one in the sound of my voice, for we cannot be separate from the Creator, that which created us. And by the way, I didn't create myself, and neither did you. We were created from something. Created from something. So we have all the qualities and quantities of that eternal presence that we were created from. Yes. One with the source of life. I know, therefore, that this day for each one in the sound of my voice is full of a deeper realization of oneness with the source of all of life, with an ever-expanding awareness, an ever-increasing good, and ever-widening fields of consciousness. That we are expanding consciously. We're expanding in our physical freedom, our ability to move, our ability to process and assimilate and eliminate. We're expanding in our spiritual awareness, our mental awareness, our physical awareness. Knowing that life is good, that God is good, and therefore our life is good, that the presence is perfect, and therefore we are perfect, Our bodies are perfect just as they are. See it now. Your body is perfect. My body is perfect just as it is. My life is good just as it is. Seeing more goodness, seeing more perfection, more goodness and more perfection come to me. Seeing more abundance comes to me. This is the way it works. So we open ourselves to see abundance everywhere, to see peace everywhere, to see joy everywhere, to see love everywhere, to see health and wholeness and vitality everywhere. And in doing so, we increase the flow of these qualities into our life. They only require that we are receptive. So I know that each one hearing this has a knower within them that knows the truth and opens up to receive more good, more love, more beauty, more abundance, more creativity, more wholeness, more perfection, more health, increasing in every way, an ever increasing good, always increasing. How good it is to speak this word, how good it is to know this truth, to release this word with so much love and so much joy. I release it knowing it's already done. I need not worry, for it's the truth. And the truth is always the same. It was true yesterday and it'll be true tomorrow, and it's sure true right now. So it's already done because it's the truth. And so it is. Amen. And so we are. All right. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, knowing that all good is flowing in, through, and as you. Thank you.